Friday, everybody. The Festival of the Pacific Arts is coming up, and of course, Guam will be hosting it. We're really, really excited to do that. And I personally am really, really excited to welcome back the very beautiful Monica Guzman, who is here to talk about that. And Monica, hafa first of all, and welcome back.
Well, hafa, Jason, and it's good to be back.
Well,
Thank you.
You're always welcome here because, you know, you lights notwithstanding and everything, you always brighten up like whatever show we have.
Thank you.
And certainly your spirit for advocating the Chamorro culture and doing things. And there is the first in a series of 4 workshops in preparation for FESTPAC.
Yes,
so
actually, we have what we wanted to do at CAHA, the Guam Council of Arts and Humanities, is we wanted to build capacity with our different disciplines that will be hosting different art forms at the festival here in 2016. So with the help of the Guam Visitors Bureau, who is sponsoring the workshops, and then collaboration with Guampedia and the Guam Preservation Trust, we're doing 4 workshops this year. The first will be on February 15th. And what we wanted to do is start out with just a general history of the Festival Pacific Arts, the impact it's had on our cultural revival and our cultural producers, our performing arts, and all of our crafters, and then what we've been planning so far as in the programming for the festival.
Now, I guess the fact that we actually have a cultural revival is both enlightening and inspiring. And at the same time, it's like, why did we have to revive it? Because for a few years there, it kind of fell by the wayside, and there was that whole period of self-determination, as we call it, during the late 80s.
Yeah.
Have you found any similar patterns when you talk, with our brothers and sisters throughout the Pacific about like other cultures, and will that be discussed at FESTPAC maybe too?
Well, one of the important parts of festival and the different previous festivals is they have forums and seminars to talk about cultural rights. And a lot of the countries in the South Pacific have been colonized. A lot of them are now independent. And then there are very few of us that are not independent yet. And we still have American Samoa and, of course, Guam and French Polynesia that are still under the umbrella of the large in the United States and France and stuff, So yes, the discussion is still going on at the festival, and we hope to continue that discussion in Guam.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the major themes that you'll be hitting on, not only in this first workshop, throughout the 4 that are going to be ongoing, and to really drive home the major themes that need to happen before the event?
Well, at the festival here, we broke it down into workable chunks, and we have visual arts. We're going to have the performing arts, traditional arts, which includes the weaving and the blacksmithing and the ornamentation, literary arts, and then the forums and workshops. And seminars, and those 5 committees make up the programming committee for the festival. So our next workshop will be in May, and that will focus on visual arts. And one of the subcommittee we wanted to do was to really to bring everyone together and talk about the proper ways of framing, the use of materials in their paintings and stuff. And so that will be the focus for the May workshop. In July, we're going to focus on the canoe and navigation art form and bring everyone together in the same room to discuss again the lexicon, the terminology, and all the different parts of the canoe and stuff like that. They did a workshop in 2009, and they felt that they wanted to come back again, so we're going to do that in July. And then in September, we're going to focus on literary arts or performing arts. Mm-hmm. And then we hope to do this series again in 2015 and focus on other disciplines.
Okay. How difficult has it been to this point, to stay on point and to keep your schedule with FESTPAC? As we've talked to you, as we talked to Vice Speaker B.J. Cruz, and you were here with him, last year. This is a monumental logistical challenge, because even B.J. was talking last time how he was involved with the last South Pacific Games that was hosted here, and FESTPAC might even trump it as far as all of the people involved and getting all of the various resources organized and everything. So
yeah, and what we've been doing, CAHA is charged with the programming side of the festival, and there are other really important committees as part of the festival organizing committee, and that includes volunteers and logistics and marketing and ceremonies. And so Therese Ariola is the chair for the FESTPAC committee, and she is charged, she's taken on the marketing, working with the support of the Guam Visitors Bureau. Then we have Joseph Cameron, who is the president of the Department of Chamorro Affairs, and he's a cabinet level member on the committee. So he is going to lead logistics, which includes the feeding, the housing, the transportation. And then we also have volunteers, and all of those committees are starting to mobilize, and we'll see more activity from them shortly.
All right, well, Monica, thank you so much. And that is going to be from 8:30 in the morning until high noon Saturday, February 15th. So can't wait to cover that for you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we'll see you there.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. You're welcome anytime. All right, stay tuned because we are right back. More Fiesta Friday when we return.